We were talking about earlier when we were getting started, just like pitching mechanics and how it looks and where your arm ends plays a role in stress on shoulder, elbow, and then also velocity, like where you're at, where your range is at too. Like what do you get to at your high point? What do you get at your low point? What's your like range in between? And then we talked about, you know, if you can train in like the 80s, how much better it's gonna be for your body and how much less stress you're gonna put on that elbow, those ligaments.
What's going on? Thanks for checking in. Today we have Dr. Sydney Franco in the building today. She's the physical therapist that works in-house with our elite athletes. Today we have a pitcher coming in. We're gonna show a little behind the scenes action of what a physical therapy session entails with her. She's certified in everything you can think of. So go ahead, take it away. What are you gonna do with Spencer today?
So today I'm gonna work on some of the things that I found on initial eval that he struggled with and that's impacting his throwing. So today we're really working on overhead, external rotation, really strengthening that rotator cuff, and then looking also at his Tommy John surgery, making sure we kind of tidy up everything. That elbow and that shoulder are feeling good, so when he's at that higher velocity, he's not having any restrictions or issues like that. So just those little fine tuning those details. This one, we're gonna be here, we're gonna do face pulls, and then we're gonna add like a little external rotation. So we're gonna start here, elbows nice and high, pull to you, and then externally rotate up, overhead, back down, controlling it, okay? We're gonna do 8 of them. I want you really focusing on making it nice and equal. Pull, externally rotate, good. Try and get a little bit of that higher of that external rotation, try and get like almost forehead. If you can, at least like forehead level. Good, pull, rotate, that's it, good. 3, good, control it, don't let it just fall down, good. And then all the way out, good. Nice. Slow, let go, don't just let it go. There you go. That was really good. Okay, next, let's come over to the wall. So this one's gonna be like a hip one, but also shoulder. So band goes around your knees. You're gonna have it here. I'm gonna hand you that tidal tank. You're gonna be here. You're gonna be in that crouch position, a little bit loaded. You're gonna go out like this the whole time, and you're gonna be rotating that ball, okay? So I want you feeling it like right on the sides of those hips, okay? So one leg's back. So almost like just that toes touching that wall, and then you're gonna be driving that leg out. Sit deeper into a little bit, good, perfect, chest up. Good, so 10, driving that knee out the whole time, arms straight, and you're rotating. Yep, good. 2, good. 3, 4, 5, good. Try and stay in that low position, try not to get out of it. 6, good. 7, 8, you got it. 9, 10, good job. Hips on fire, good. Okay, other side. Okay, band comes off, drop that. Band goes around your wrist now. So now we're gonna kind of target that infraspinatus. So we're gonna go into a V. Band's gonna be around your wrist, and you're just gonna go start kind of here at those thighs. You're coming all the way up just to shoulder level, and then back down, okay? You're gonna do 10. I want tension on the band the whole time. Good. 1. Good. 2. Control all the way up and all the way down. Nice. Good. Good. Make sure to keep these scaps retracted, right? Keep that space open. Good. Yep, you got it. Good. Nice job. So the best for last. Okay, back to the face pulls. We're gonna do the same thing that we did the first round. But we're gonna add an overhead press. So really working on that overhead position, getting comfortable and strong in it. So here, rotate up, and then you're gonna press. The goal is to not let those arms come forward, to stay in that same position that they are when they're here, okay? Open, press. There you go, control it. Good, that's perfect. Good, good. Nice job keeping it nice and in line. Getting a little bit harder, you got it. Think equal, equal, high elbows. Good, press, good. So coming back down, make sure it's nice and equal, same, okay? Don't let that left lead that right. Good. How many more do you have? Okay, make sure, don't let that hand come forward, right? When you're in this position, if you need to take a second, that's fine. But I want to keep this position the same when you're coming up and when you're coming down. That way we'll really work on that decel. Rotate, yes, yep. Back down, there you go. Good. Open, straight up, down. Good. Open. Straight up, don't let it come forward. Good, nice job.
Woo.
I know. Okay, back to that one. Instead of rotating like that, you're gonna go up and you're gonna go down. Okay, and I'm gonna give you a little perturbation on it. With this one, do you feel it more in the stance leg or the leg that's moving?
Leg.
Okay. I want you sitting into that stance leg a little bit more, and I want you feeling it on that outside to help kind of stabilize, okay?
Am I coming up in a diagonal here?
No, no
just
diagonal,
straight up?
just straight up. So all you're doing is here, you're just gonna go up and down, and then I'm just gonna give you the perturbations. And go. Good. Sorry. Good. Control, control, control. Come on.
Oh.
Good, nice job. Okay, it's back to that V. Now instead of kind of coming from that thigh straight up, I want you going a little bit outside of that thigh, so it's a little bit more of that V, okay? And almost like scaption. Yeah, I know. Good. No holding your breath. Come on, you got it. Good, relax that neck. Good. Get to 5, and then we'll take the weights away. So that left is leading that right. I want that right to lead that left, okay? Now right side, strong side. There you go. Better. Good. So now just focus, thumbs up, and just really work on trying to drive those shoulder blades together and bring those arms up. This side's still leading. This one, think right, strong side. Focus on that path of where you're going to. There you go. There you go. Good. Good. Relax here. Good job. Torture's over. Lay on the table. What I'm doing is dry needling. Spencer specifically, he has some like tightness and pain in and around that elbow, forearm, and like extensor and flexor mass. just and in and around that scar, which he can feel sometimes. He said this morning that he noticed it when he was just tossing. So I want to make sure I go in there, break up some of that tissue, kind of get it to lay a little bit better and get some blood flow in it just to help kind of, as he's stressing it, as he's working it, kind of help with healing. And then also, if there are any trigger points that I do find, that's just another benefit of kind of making sure everything gets worked out. But the biggest thing for him is feeling, today you said you felt it with extension, right, Spencer? Like right in there?
Yep.
So what I'm feeling right now is I'm kind of going through that like tricep tendon almost in a sense, and it's just not really moving as well. It's almost like I describe it kind of as like sticky, where I'm getting a lot of resistance going through that tissue. Just tells me it's a little bound down. You okay, Spencer? So the more I'm kind of working it, the more I'm feeling like that tissue is releasing a little bit. The goal is to have it move smoothly so that there's no kind of like stops or not adhesions, but almost like blockages, and it feels smooth, because the more I can feel it like moving correctly, the easier it's going to be feeling for him when he's throwing, extending that elbow, doing anything like locked out elbow overhead or anything like that. And when I twist, I'm just kind of getting all those fibers in and around that area to wrap around that needle. And so Spencer will feel it like tightening. And with the scar tissue, that tissue doesn't lay how it should, so it's really kind of tough to get through. And so now, especially with that scar, I'm going to twist and kind of move it around, because I want that scar to be really mobile and pliable, so it's not restricting anything in and around it or where they cut kind of deep down. That's a lot better.
Yeah.
So the 3 exercises that we did in the second block is we worked on getting a little bit of that overhead rotation and then going and pressing it in the overhead position, not letting that deceleration kind of come in. So really working on him being able to control that position, a little bit of that motor control. And then the second exercise we worked on is working on also firing glutes, glute med, and stabilizing at that pelvis while those shoulders are active. So when they were doing rotation, and then also when they were going kind of up and down, but with a little bit of that perturbation, so they still had to be challenged. That third exercise that we did is really working on that rotator cuff, really working in the externally rotated position, and then going up to that shoulder height. As you can see, kind of towards the end, he was getting that fatigue, so we lowered that weight and we made sure we made modifications that maximized his potential at the end. And then we finished with some dry needling and just some soft tissue, making sure that everything was feeling good, looking good, and then decreasing some of that pain and tightness that he was feeling in and around that elbow and that shoulder.
Hey, at the end of the day, when you got a high performance vehicle like Spencer is, sometimes you need to take it to the shop for a little tune-up. So that's what she does. So if you want to work directly with Dr. Sydney Franco in-house in SummersMethod Performance Center, how will these guys find you?
So you guys can find me, you can either reach out directly through Thomas, you can also reach me directly at 772-332-4532, and I'll be sure to respond and get you guys on the schedule.
And hey, that's a wrap. Always remember that we're pumping out weekly content on all social media platforms. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. We'll catch you next week. Game rewards the grind. It knows how much you invested.